Good morning, students. Today, topics of discussion are algorithm and flowchart. Let us start. What is the algorithm? The word algorithm comes from the name of Persian author Abu Jafar Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi, who wrote a book in mathematics. Algorithm is a ordered finite set of steps or instruction to solve a specific problem. In other words, we can say an algorithm is a procedure having well-defined steps for solving a particular problem. Algorithm is not a complete program or code. It is represented either as an informal description using a flowchart or a pseudo code. Properties of the algorithm: input, output, definiteness, finiteness, correctness, and effectiveness. Input: each algorithm should have 0 or more input externally supplied to the algorithm. Output: each algorithm should produce at least one output. Definiteness: every step or instruction in the algorithm should be clear, unambiguous, and well defined. Finiteness: the number of steps in the algorithm should be finite. Correctness: each step in the algorithm should produce a correct output. Effectiveness: each instruction in the algorithm should be so basic such that in principle it can be solved by any person with the help of pencil and paper. So these are the properties of the algorithm: input, output, definiteness, finiteness, correctness, effectiveness. Next, performance of the algorithm are measured by the time complexity and the space complexity. Time complexity means the amount of time needed by the algorithm to run to the completion. Space complexity means the amount of space required by the algorithm to solve a specific problem. Next, flowchart. Flowchart is a pictorial representation of an algorithm or a program. It shows the order of operations. It also shows the relationship between section of the algorithm and program. Actually, it is independent of a particular computer or a computer language. These are the standard symbols generally used in drawing flowchart. First is you can see on the screen, rounded rectangle is used to start or end of the flowchart. Rectangle is used for processing operations. Parallelogram is used for input-output operation. Next is the diamond is used for decision logic. Rectangle with a double side is used for subroutine or procedure, or you can say the function. Circle is used for the connector, and next symbol is used for the off base connector, and next is the, you can say, the arrow are used for the flow lines. Let us see how will we design an algorithm and a flow chart to find the sum and average of a given n numbers. Let us see the algorithm. Step 1, start of the algorithm. Next step, input value of n, where n is the total given numbers. Next step, we set I is equal to 1. I is used as a counter, and next is the a variable sum, and we will initialize this variable to 0. Next step, step number 4. If I is greater than n, then we will go to step 5. Otherwise, we read the first input value, first number. Next, we will use the formula sum is equal to sum plus number. Next, we increment I by 1, and next we will go to the step 4. Okay. The step 5, next step, if I is greater than n, then we will go to the step 5. And step 5, here we will find out the average. Average is equal to sum by n. Next step, we will display the result on the screen, sum and average. Next step, stop of the algorithm. Alternate algorithms. Let us start with again start of the step 1, start of the algorithm. Step 2, we will feed the value of n. Next step, I is equal to 1 and sum is equal to 0. We initialize the variables depending on our requirement. Next step, repeat steps 5, 6 and 7 until I becomes greater than n. Next step, input number. Next step, we will use the formula sum is equal to sum plus number. Next step, I is equal to I plus 1. Next step, average is equal to sum by n. Next step, we will display the result on the screen, sum and average. Next step, stop. Next, flow chart. The start of the flow chart, we will use the rectangle with rounded circle. Next, we will use a parallelogram to input the values, input value of n. Next step, we will use the rectangle for processing, arithmetic processing. Here we will set I is equal to 1 and sum is equal to 0. Next step, we will use a diamond box, and here you can see in the diamond box I have written is I is greater than n. There are two answers of this question, yes or no. If no, then we will feed the input to the system. Next step, we will use the formula sum is equal to sum plus number. Next step, I is equal to I plus 1, and then we will return back to the diamond. If it is true, then we will use the formula average is equal to sum by n. Next step, we will display the output on the screen, sum and average. Next, stop up. Here you can see this is the C program. When you have an algorithm and flow chart, then it is very easy to convert your algorithm or a flow chart into a corresponding programming language. Either you can use a C language, or you can use a Pascal language, or you can use a C++, or a Java language, or any language. Writing the algorithm and designing a flow chart is a challenging activity for development of a program or development of a software. If you have an algorithm and flow chart, then it is very easy to convert the algorithm and flow chart in the corresponding programming language. Okay. In the C language, the first statement you can see on the screen. Here you can see this is the hex include. stdio.h, this is the header file. Then you can see the main function. Next statement, here we have to declare the all variables which are used in the algorithm or flow chart. Here we will declare the n and I as a integer variables, sum, average, and number as a float variables. And next step, we will initialize the variables I with 1 and sum is equal to 0. Next, what will be our next step? Next step is we want to read the total numbers of input. For this, first you have to display a message on the screen. Enter total given numbers. Okay, here we will use the function printf function. Printf function is used to display the information on the screen. Next, here you can see the scanf function. This function is used to accept the information from a keyword. Syntax is scanf followed by, you can say, in the double quote %d followed by the comma and followed by and n. Next step, while is the repetitive statement in the C language. While I is less than or equal to n, we will enter the n number to the program. Here you can see the message is enter number. Then next is the scanf %f followed by and number. This function is used to accept the information from the keyword. Then we will use the formula sum is equal to sum plus number. Next, I is equal to I plus 1. And we repeat these 1, 2, 3, 4 steps until I becomes to the greater than n. Next, we will compute the average is equal to sum by n. Next, we will display the sum and average on the screen. So this way you can write a program, you can convert a algorithm or flow chart to the corresponding C language. These are the sample problems for your exercise. First problem is design an algorithm and draw a flow chart to find the sum and average of a given list of numbers. Next is the design an algorithm and draw a flow chart to find the maximum of given n numbers. Next problem is the design an algorithm and draw a flow chart to find the sum of digits of a given integer number. These are the reference books. Any questions? You are always welcome to ask questions. Next, thank you very much.